Hello, good morning. Welcome to the weekend. It's Saturday morning. Hope that you're having a good day and that it's good to be able to join together on this the final purple day of Lent. We hit red tomorrow. I need a new pen tomorrow. I can put the purple one away after today now, and we will be doing Palm Sunday tomorrow, the beginning of Holy Week, and we are really coming towards the end of Job. We've been reading the contemporary English version of the Bible, and we've been finding out all about the story of Job, a man who was a righteous man, walked with God, and then everything went wrong. People tried to cheer him up, but he was constantly speaking out of his depression and his feeling of being far from God and having been treated wrongly by God. And it was great to hear those words that we can really recognise as being where we've been sometimes, or perhaps where we are, or where we know other people to be. And really important to hear those words of Job speaking out of that situation. And now, when his first three comforters have shut up, now, as if things couldn't get any worse, this fourth one, Elihu, has come, a young man who spoke lots of logic, really, to Job. Don't think he said anything that Job hadn't heard before, but there was a real kind of disjoint. He was far away from where Job is. He had no idea what Job was feeling, I think, nor really that he cared either. He was just propounding his own thoughts about what God is like. And, Job knows what God is like. He doesn't need to hear that. What he needs to hear is what's the answer, not what the question is. He needs to hear what the answer is, really. And Elihu's not going to give him that. Only God can give him that answer. But Elihu's got a lot more to say, so let's find out what he has to say today. We're on to chapter 34 today. Let's find out what Elihu has to say as he continues his speech to Job. Elihu said, "You men think you are wise, but just listen to me. Think about my words as you would taste food. Then we can decide the case and give a just verdict. Job claims he is innocent and God is guilty of mistreating him. Job also argues that God considers him a liar and that he is suffering severely in spite of his innocence. But to tell the truth, Job is shameless. He spends his time with sinners because he has said, it doesn't pay to please God. If any of you are smart, you will listen and learn that God all-powerful does what is right. God always treats everyone the way they deserve, and he is never unfair. From the very beginning, God has been in control of the world. If God took back the breath that he had breathed into us, we humans would die and return to the soil. So be smart and listen. The mighty God is the one who brings about justice, and you are condemning him. Indeed, God is the one who condemns unfair rulers. And God created us all. He has no favourites, whether rich or poor. Even powerful rulers die in the darkness of night when they least expect it, just like the rest of us. God watches everything we do. No evil person can hide in the deepest darkness, and so God doesn't need to set a time for judgment. Without asking for advice, God removes mighty leaders and puts others in their place. He knows what they are like, and he wipes them out in the middle of the night. And while others look on, he punishes them because they were evil and refused to obey him. The persons they mistreated had prayed for help until God answered their prayers. When God does nothing, can any person or nation find fault with him? But still he punishes rulers who abuse their people. Job, you should tell God that you are guilty and promise to do better. Then ask him to point out what you did wrong so that you won't do it again. Do you make the rules or does God? You have to decide. I can't do it for you. Now make up your mind. Job, anyone with good sense can easily see that you are speaking nonsense and lack good judgment. So I pray for you to suffer as much as possible for talking like a sinner. You have rebelled against God time after time and have insulted us." That's the end of chapter 34. Gosh. Elihu is really arrogant, isn't he? The thing too about Elihu is that he is young and he's not really got any experience of life whatsoever. As far as he's concerned, life is good. He's got no understanding. It's one of the things that I've always found really remarkable being in the church is those people who are of a good age, who've seen life and lived life and who've been Christian for a long, long time. Many of them feel that they are unremarkable, and yet, do you know what? They've seen life and they've experienced life and they've followed God through thick and thin and through times like Job and from times like Elihu. And they have so much to tell us because of their experience and wisdom and their understanding of God in the ups and downs of life. They can really speak out of the wisdom of knowledge of living that life with God in a way that Elihu just can't, can he? He is so arrogant, and the way that he speaks to Job is so disrespectful as well. And Job is the one who's in a pickle here. He's the one who is in such a bad place, and yet all he does is he's being told off by Elihu. That's what Elihu's doing. I've got bad news, and that is that he's got more to say tomorrow. But do come and join me, find out what Elihu has to say tomorrow. Small chapter tomorrow, short chapter, as Elihu keeps on talking, and we'll find out what he has to say to Job tomorrow. Come and see me tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Palm Sunday tomorrow. Have a good Saturday today, and we'll see you tomorrow for Palm Sunday and for Elihu continuing his speech. All the very best. God bless. Bye-bye.